Hey guys, Bob Oostrom from BobTeachesArt.com here. Why am I outside taking pictures of rocks? And why should you be too? Come join me in the studio and I'll show you exactly what I'm up to. Okay, so here we are in the studio. This is a little illustration that I was working on earlier, and I kind of like what's happening here, but I feel like it doesn't quite have enough character. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Bob, what in the world does this pencil illustration have to do with you in your backyard photographing rocks? Well, let me show you. So as you can see, we've got this illustration. It's pretty much finished here, but like I said, I wanted to add a little bit more character to it, and that's where the rocks come into play. Here's a little photo that I took earlier. I've cropped it down to fit this illustration here, and I've brought it in and placed it right here. Now I'm going to take this rock photo and I'm going to use it to apply some texture to the rendering that I've got for the pencil. So I'm going to grab this rock layer, drag it down, place it right above the color layer that I'm using for the pencil. Let's turn this on. And now I'm going to create a clipping mask. And the clipping mask is going to tell that, that photo exactly where to appear. So to create a clipping mask, I'm going to use Command-Option-G. I believe in PC world that is Control-Alt. So anyways, here's my clipping mask, and you can see that the clipping mask is using the rendering underneath it to assume its shape. So now what I need to do is I need to go up here and play with my blending modes a little bit. You can see I've got normal blending mode at 100% opacity, and that's pretty good if I wanted this pencil to look like it's entirely made out of rock. But what I really want to do here is apply a texture. So I've found that in the past, working with these rock patterns, the best blending mode tends to be linear burn. Now you can see this is a little intense, so I'm going to take the opacity and I'm going to knock that down to somewhere around 24-25%. Let's go a little bit more. There we go, right around here. That looks pretty good. So now I can either use my my slider here to find my my blending mode, or I could actually just highlight this and type in 25%, and that'll give me what I'm looking for. So you can see here it is with the texture, here it is without the texture. Now I think that adds a lot more interest to it. But I'm seeing that the background here looks a little too smooth, doesn't quite match the character of this. Luckily, I happen to have another rock texture here, and I'm going to drag that down above my background layer. Now, in this case, I don't have to apply a clipping mask because the background takes up the full screen and so does the rock. All I need to do is go to my blending modes. In this case, I'm going to use multiply, and I'm going to drop this down to right around the same area, somewhere between 20 and 30, I think. Oh, that looks pretty good right about there. So there you have it. That's how taking pictures of rocks adds up to adding a little bit more interest to your artwork. Now you don't just have to use photos of rocks. You could use photos pretty much of anything that you have. Make sure that you play with your blending modes and you'll get a fantastic, interesting look for your illustrations. So that's it for this time. I will see you next time at BobTeachesArt.com. For more lessons like this, please join me over there. I will be releasing this lesson plan in particular, start to finish, coming up real soon. So join me again at BobTeachesArt.com. See you soon.